Good old Squire leaving me on the spot like he always does. In 2002, I was racing a street stock at Airborne, and there was a pit meeting, and Ken announced that if anybody could sing the national anthem, they forgot the tape and they needed it. And it ended up being me, of course, that he did that to. In my driver's suit, sang the national anthem. Well, I'm covering for him again today. I guess he didn't show up, but I am thrilled to be inducting a great driver, a great man, Joey Laquerre. I don't have anything prepared, so this is all off the cuff. Most of the things I say will be true. Joey told me some years ago that without his father's permission, he started racing at the age of 18 at Lebanon Valley Speedway in New York. That was 1961. He hasn't stopped yet. That is pretty impressive. Along the way, and these are just things that I could think of off the top of my head, the 1968 Labor Day Classic, he was the car owner for Larry Granger, who, that's a name that may not be very familiar in this room, but up where we're from, that's legendary status right there. The next year, he won the Milk Bowl with New England Auto Racers Hall of Famer Johnny Gamble at the controls. Joey was driving the whole time at various racetracks, but eventually he made his own mark, won 6 mini stock titles in 7 years at Thunder Road, added another championship as the King of the Road in 1982, and he was very instrumental in rebuilding Thunder Road after all of the troubles with Calaveras and all that stuff. He won the inaugural, the very first Flying Tiger race in 1982, a field of 14 cars. He ended up winning 4 more races that year and was the inaugural King of the Road in the Flying Tigers that season. His mark of 7 track championships at Thunder Road is an all-time record, as is 45 feature wins overall. He also has 30-something wins up at Catamount Stadium, 2 championships up there as well. He's won at Saint Air Super Speedway on the Mile up in Quebec, White Mountain Motorsports Park, Oxford Plains Speedway, Riverside Speedway. He's now the owner of what was Riverside Speedway over at Speedway 51. And like I said earlier, 48 cars in the pits just 2 weeks ago in northern New Hampshire. That's something to smile about as a first-year promoter. But it goes beyond him. There's a huge legacy in the Laquerre family. His son Jeff was the 1989 Rookie of the Year at Thunder Road as a driver and has since won 4 or 5 championships as a crew chief. His late son Joey Jr. was the 1990 King of the Road, and I'm telling you, he was the best stock car racer that ever turned a wheel up at the high banks up there. His son Jay was the 2000 ACT Rookie of the Year, and his son Jamie's been involved in the sport as well. He's been a car owner for Tracy Belrose, Jean Paul Sear, Bradley Babb, who won 2 ACT races this year. And like I said, he's the savior of Groveton, New Hampshire. Speedway 51 was doomed forever. And he has built that place into something that was a total toilet. It really was. It was there wasn't much beautiful about the Groveton International Super Speedway, but he has turned that place not only into a showpiece for Northern New England, but it's also a shrine to his late grandson, little Joey. Speedway 51 is a place you all need to visit, and there's not much more to be said about Joey Laquerre other than the fact that he is willing to bend over backwards for anybody and everybody. He gets nothing out of it, especially not money. I know that. He has poured his entire life savings into this place in the last 12 months, and we all owe him a debt of gratitude for that. But like I said, he's been the most fun to watch on the track because you don't know if he's going to get win, if he's going to end up in victory lane or thrown out. And in fact, I think the only time Tom Curley's ever been thrown out was he got in a fist fight with Joey Laquerre. Is that right? I believe that's true, right? Close. Close. Well, like Kenley says, in his stead, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. So, without further ado, Joey Laquerre.
I feel this is an honor and a privilege to be here today. I want to thank my family and my cousins and my best friends. I've done a lot of racing, from the cars, the motorcycles, snowmobiles. We've done it all. Started in 1959 with snowmobile racing. We went through Vermont, Quebec, Minnesota, Michigan, anywhere where there was a snow belt and we could race. I raced for Arctic Cat, I raced for Bombardier. Not only oval track racing, but we did in the summer grass stripes, snowmobile drags. I started in 1959 with oval track racing and drag racing in Milton, along with Catamount Stadium. We raced in Epping, Connecticut Dragway. We raced all over the place. We really enjoyed it. It was something I loved and still love. Not much of a speech maker here, but thank you everybody. Appreciate it.